Hello guys, Aflux here. Today I'm going to talk about another very strong champion on patch 6.24. We'll be discussing the top lane. For this patch I've chosen Nautilus, the Titan of the Depths. One of the most tankiest bitches in the game at the moment, topping off the charts with around 55% win rate at top lane and about 52% win rate as a support. Have you ever been up against a full tank with a 35 Nautilus? Well, I have, and it's not funny. First, let's have a look at the masteries. Our main tree will be Resolve. Personally, I'd like to put 5 points into my yielding. This is for the 5% bonus armor and magic resist. Then Tough Skin, you will take 2 less damage from champion and neutral monster basic attacks. Personally, I think this is worth more than the extra movement speed you can get on the other hand. After that, take Runic Armor. This scales very good with your W, Titan's Wrath. After that, we put a point into Perseverance. This gives you a little bit more survivability in lane, and when things really get messy, it could be saving your life. Then we put 5 points into Swiftness. We get 15% more tenacity and slow resist. This is to get out of the sticky situations. If playing support, take Legendary Guardian here. You'll get more out of this mastery, but if you're up against a heavy CC bot lane, Swiftness still might be better. As a keystone mastery, I would recommend you to take Grasp of the Undying, as it will make trading in lane much more fun. This together with your on-hit stun, shield and tankiness is just amazing. The rest of our 30 points will be put into Ferocity. Put the first 5 points into Sorcery. This gives more flat ability damage. After that, take Feast. Again, we want to sustain. Then I opt for Natural Talent. This just gives us a decent amount of flat AD and AP. Lastly, put a point into Oppressor, as this will make you do 2.5% more damage to the targets which are hit by any of your CCs, and you've got lots of them. That covers it for the masteries. Now let's dive into the runes. I suggest you make the following tank magic penetration page. For your marks, go for magic penetration. Then 9 greater seals of armor and fill up the page with scaling magic resist glyphs. Then finish up the page by adding 3 ability power quintessences. Let's talk items. And a small side note, the order in which I give these items is not the order in which you have to buy them. To begin with, let's start off with the simplest thing itself. When up against an AP based champion, for example Echo, my first item is an Abyssal Scepter. When up against an AD based champion, for example Tryndamere, my first item will be a Sunfire Cape. For boots, choose between Ninja Tabis against the heavy AD team or Mercury Threads against the heavy AP and CC team. Since they have updated Home Guard to be effective without having it on your boots, I highly recommend you considering an enchant if the opportunity presents. A Spirit Visage is also core to your build. A nice bit of health, magic resistance, base health regen and cooldown reduction. What could possibly go wrong? Make sure to always build Dead Man's Blade. It's another great gap closer and chase item. You'll charge movement speed in the form of momentum, which can be released once a target is attacked. Releasing this momentum will also slow your target for 50% movement speed. This decays over 1 second. Also, don't forget to build an Iceborne Gauntlet. It's great for locking champions down. Your last item is situational and must always be a defensive item. There are a few options like Banshee's Veil, Thornmail or even a Guardian Angel. This all depends on what kind of enemies you're up against. Thornmail is strong versus fast hitting AD champions who don't use too much lifesteal. Banshee's Veil is strong if you want an extra safeguard. And the Guardian Angel gives you a bit of both types of defense. And the second life is a nice bonus. Finally, let me talk a bit about the pros and the cons. First, the pros. You've got a hook, a stun, a far range knockup and a slow. This all pressed together in the tankiest champion. Enough said. Shields make you even tankier, and oh yes, your ult can be dodged, but what it can do is knock up even more people in the process. Then for the cons. Very cooldown reliant on your Q and your W. Pretty mana hungry at the first stages of the game, but this can be countered by starting a corruption potion. If you don't win your lane hard early, you'll be pretty reliant on your team. If they suck, it can sometimes be pretty hard to win fights. At this moment, Nautilus is an absolute powerhouse. I hope I helped some of you out today with this short informative video. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe to my channel or leave a comment or just drop a like. I plan on doing more of these type of videos in the future. Thanks for watching and Aflux out.